130. I mean, certainly you could say, wow, what a great fight that would make. But the discrepancy in size between the two of them is just too great. So I'm not even going to bother to touch that one.
Really? What? You know, it's kind of like Spider-Man versus Superman?
Or Spider-Man versus Mighty Mouse. You know, yeah, one of those things.
Who wins that fight? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Next question comes to us from another individual whose name escapes me right now. But he wants to know about the UFC, about their popularity. He said the UFC is skyrocketing. You've got boxing, which in his opinion is sort of plateauing. The guy's name is John, by the way.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, I want to go on record right now making this. I know that the UFC is gaining in popularity and there's a bunch of fans who are watching it and it's a popular event. But I want to know why we're insistent on comparing it to boxing. Because to me, the two don't compare, and I'll tell you why. Dutchie, take an example. Chuck Liddell is probably the biggest name out there in the UFC right now.
The Iceman, Chuck Liddell.
That's right. His guarantee for a purse in his last fight was $250,000. That was his guarantee. In boxing, you're dealing with guarantees upwards of $17 million. The De La Hoya Mayweather fight is going to top over 500,000 buys. I mean, the ringside seats are going to sell for $5,000. I don't think the comparison is to be made. That's not to take away from the popularity of the UFC, but you certainly can't just keep comparing it to boxing and thinking that the fans are leaving boxing to go watch UFC. That's what I think.
I would be more comfortable with the UFC and boxing being entirely different disciplines. It's apples, oranges.
Absolutely.
It's not the financial comparison.
Are you agreeing with me?
No.
You're not
because the financial comparison is a silly one. Boxing's been around forever. The UFC